Welcome back, guys. I am your host, NKY Cage. Lovely to make your acquaintance again. So today I have a pretty good selection of videos that have a fairly wide selection. Mostly we're talking about ghosts and demons today. Got some crazy pictures of a demon close up that'll probably scare the shit out of you. I know it definitely made me take a second look, to say the least. Uh, Plenty of poltergeist activity and some other crazy wild shit from the paranormal field. All right, so let's sit back, enjoy, and hold on tight. Woke up in the middle of the night to this. Okay, this is Damadios. Okay, definitely see some orbs. Oh shit. Y'all see this shadow figure thing still? Oh, fuck you. Hell no. Man, that's when you gotta get the old blicky out and put some extra holes in the wall, if you know what I'm saying. Take no chances. Motherfuck that shit. Oh, looks like you got. Oh, Air Force. Okay. I know. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's a well-known fact, but with those uniforms in the closet, you should definitely be in a better safety situation. I don't know why that wasn't your first reaction. Maybe it's just different mindset, but who knows? We'll see. Is this a ghost, a demon, or something more sinister? The fuck is that? That little son of a bitch just popped up out of a goddamn shadow or something, man. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta take that back. Just a hair. Where did he come from, bro? He came out of her damn shadow, bro. What the fuck is that shit? Now I want to see her react to him, though. Yeah. I mean, see, I don't know. That's some freaky shit for sure. But my thing is, I want to see, you know, the little kid or whatnot physically interact with her, because it's too easy to fake that shit nowadays. I mean, AI is getting very good, but that's what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna call bullshit on this personally, but I don't know. That would be some scary fucking shit if it wasn't, though. This is dark_dimensions 1. If you want to check anything out from them and see if you think the same or if you might have a different opinion, let me know.
I hear something. What the hell is that sound? Oh. There it is. See? I told you. Hey, you need to leave this house now. In the name of Jesus. Shit.
I don't think he got scared. I think he said, kiss my ass.
This is a freaky video. Watch after this guy walks up the stairs. So there he goes up the stairs, but watch right down by the stairs. Look at that, a shadow. And it's fouled up the stairs, the stairs.
Motherfucker looked like the hunchback of Notre Dame or some shit. He looked like bent over in half, kind of creeping around the corner and going up after him, man. What kind of shit is that?
That's not all of it, though. That's not all of it. Wait till we look. The closet door. The closet door opens. What's going on in the closet door? Let's zoom in, see what's going on in that closet. What is going on in that closet? Deep.
Oh, I think he's still in the closet, guys. Do you think he needs to come out of the closet? I mean, we can all see it. We know what the deal is. No use pretending, man. You need to just come on out that closet already, brother. We already know who you are. Come on out the closet. Get out into the open.
Demon! Shabadoo! This is a...
So for today's drink...
Man, she was not playing no games. She was ready to throw them hands. Shit. Oh, we got a Civil War battlefield. Is this Gettysburg, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Oh, walking behind the kid. Like, my question is, man, like, why is the... I mean, now granted, I can't see nobody else. I just see the kid, obviously, and then, like, the, figure walking by. But it looks like this kid is just kind of chilling out in a playpen in the middle of the living room. I don't know if like the TV doesn't seem to be on, so it doesn't look like they're sitting on the couch watching TV or nothing, but I don't know. Why is the kid out in the living room by himself, man? I'm concerned about the kid more than anything, bro. Come on. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna set down this device, and it has a red and a green light based on which side you walk up to it. We're gonna use this to help you answer questions, okay? We're gonna use green as yes, red as no.
Is that you?
It's not me. Guys, if
Music
red
box
goes
and a
off,
fluff. So that's a motion sensor music box, just in case you didn't know. Basically, it has an infrared field and beam that shoots out in front of it. Anything that crosses it, motion wise, will set off that music box. If it stays and breaks the beam, it continues to go. If it kind of just walks right through, it'll go for a second, then stop. Then that device way in the back looks like a triangle. It's called a flux device. You can get them from ghoststop.com. And then, like he was saying, it has 2 different lights on it. You can set it up for different meanings, for different answers, whatever you want to do. Mostly like an EMF, whichever side you interact with gives a different color, right?
compelling evidence because that is where the music box is directed towards. Green, instantly. Oh my god. Nicole. Red now. Both? What was that? Stop. No.
It's like, bitch, no.
It said no. I'm gonna set down
This
this
is my
device
toys now,
and it has a
motherfucker.
red-
My ghost finally listened to me. Oh,
I need to sleep.
this is Domadios again.
Stop. You need to leave.
Why? I
This
was
is
here
my
first.
home.
For now.
You need to stop. This is my home. Like always, nothing. Stop. Turn it off. I need to sleep. Thank you.
See?
Now leave.
Alright, now.
Turn it off.
Now, that's the thing. Like I said, I mean, ghosts, fine, whatever. I don't care. I know we have a couple of them here at the house with me. We see shit moving all the times on the cameras. We have things magically appear out of thin freaking air. I mean, it's kind of common, right? Thing is, it's like you have a couple different ways that you can react about it. One way is to get freaked out, live in constant fear, and also mess with your head, right? I mean, teach their own, but you have a lot more power in this physical reality than any spirit does. Period. Just keep that in mind. State your intention, stand your ground. Not that hard.
What is the difference between demons and ghosts?
When we're talking about a ghost, we're talking technically about a purgative soul that has died, that is also disembodied, that's in the process of purgation. And it's allowed very strictly by God to ask for prayer to make satisfaction for some sin that they committed. A demon...
And, obviously, this is a Catholic view. I don't know if this guy is a Catholic priest or some other religious figure like that. Obviously, everybody has different kind of viewpoints about it. But in a nutshell, it is a similar explanation, right? Ghosts typically are humans. They carry memories, they carry patterns of behavior, personalities. If they were an asshole in life, chances are they're going to be an asshole when they're dead. A demon is a whole different, absolutely different nightmare. And you can, honestly, if you've ever gone to like a haunted location or anything that's said to be cursed or whatever, you can literally feel the difference between like when you're getting spirit communication through like a spirit box or a REM pod or cat ball or any other device, right? You know, you can there is a very visceral feeling that your body can interpret when it's, I don't want to say normal spirits, but you know, ghosts or whatever, versus when something much more dark, evil, and oftentimes ancient actually steps up into the ring. That will completely change the entire environment. That is not something that you really want to mess with at all.
Is a fallen angel that's infesting the place, usually because somebody did some satanic ritual to invoke the presence, or a grave sin took place there, abortion, whatever, and that the demon is now saying, this is my space. I drove this guy to his wife here. I'm going to chill here because this is my space.
What is the difference between
Is there anything going on in here? Anybody here? I know a lot of things have happened around here. If there's something around here messing with me, making noises, show yourself. If it's an ancestor that's afraid of something else, I'm not afraid of you.
I mean, it looks like somebody in a damn suit, but that is crazy. Mm. Yeah, that's kind of nuts, boys. Yep. This is Alex Calvo is Haunted, if you want to check them out. Yep. I mean, the horns are a little smaller, but you know, who knows?
Mother Nun was capable of vulgar feats of devastating dark magic. Reggie, the bad creatures, said to have come from a cursed race of human-like brutes called
Not gonna lie, you know, I definitely have a gutter mind, and my humor is definitely a lot more dark and perverted than I guess you would normally claim. But I definitely had a pretty funny ass mental image when that whole cabinet was shaking back and forth like that. Let me know if you did too. We might get along just fine. This is Mr. List Paranormal, if you want to check them out as well, or check him out as well.
You are about to see all of the original footage of a terrifying haunting where a demon crawls out of a TV. Fort Wayne, Indiana. A man named Mark and his wife are looking for a new house. And that's when they find this one. It's beautiful, it's 2 stories, and the best part is it is extremely cheap. They don't know why, because there's nothing wrong with the place, so they decide for this deal they have to. And that night, as they settled into their bedroom upstairs, they would both fall asleep. They both wake up in the middle of the night. They are absolutely panicked because they feel something in the room. And because it is pitch black, they have no idea what it is. Mark jumps out of bed and runs over to turn on the lights. As he crawls back in bed and places his back towards the wall, he looks around. That's when he sees something in his TV. A mist is starting to form and come out of the screen. Panicked, he grabs his camera and begins to snap pictures. Here is what he captured.
That looks freaky as hell. I'll give you that. Huh. That's kind of cool.
Even after these events, the family stayed in the house. And the activity upstairs is so powerful that objects like chairs would be smashed against the ground and torn into pieces. So eventually they got a paranormal investigation team. And as they walked around downstairs, they heard. Mark stared at the investigators and said, "I have guns upstairs." Something was cocking one of his rifles. And on their EVP recorders, something was claiming to be the devil. And with this, the paranormal investigators left. But they did give Mark one message. They said, "Your life is in danger. You need to leave no matter what."
But I mean, thing about demons, man, they're not normally bound by the typical parameters, I guess you'd say, as a ghost. Like, they can follow you. It won't, I mean, if it's attached to you, it don't matter. It will follow you wherever you go.
Mark said, "I ain't leaving. This is my place, and this ghost has to go." Now, I don't know if they still stay in that house, because this is the last public thing about the family. I'm just gonna say, I hope Mark didn't get, like, sucked into the TV or shot.
Some
Because
straight
it sounds like that's what the
poltergeist
ghost wants to do.
Oh, man. So, what would y'all do if you saw this crazy shit coming out of your TV at night? I mean, definitely got to get rid of the TV. That motherfucker might take a flight out the second story window ASAP.
There is a portal, like access that's given, right? Almost like a ley line, right? Think about it like that. And they come into this place, the good hauntings or whatever are a way for them to get their foot in the door. Once they get that foot in the door, the more people that pay attention to it, these places are lurid and breed misery, right? They create a higher concentration of access for the enemy, right? And so as these things are moving in and as they're doing more of their stuff, it becomes kind of a launch point for them to start getting out and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. The more people that come there, they're able to ride on their shoulders and go back to other places. Like, it's just a way for them to move. And so these dark entities have a particular EMF field that they emit, right? So like everything that's alive has it. Everything that is spirit has it. When they do like the EMF meters and that sort of stuff, I'm like, what they're tracking is like, yes, there is an EMF abnormality here. And it's because these entities give off a different type of energy. And I don't think that there's, you know, dead human spirits necessarily in some of these places. It's one of the questions that I still have that I'm consistently doing a little bit of research on. But like, I think that these entities will masquerade as human spirits in order to make our,
especially little kids. Not, I mean, 99.9% of the fucking time, you run into houses that have a little girl, especially a little girl, because I mean, think about it. It is literally the picture of innocence, right? Nobody is going to be afraid or have their guard up for a little girl. It's just not, it's not human nature, right? So they like to masquerade as these little kids, especially little girls. I mean, look at the Sally house. I mean, there's been like thousands of places that I've seen and heard, and a couple that I've been to that had a very similar kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, but like a similar pull, if you will, right? There's always a ghost there that pretends to be a little girl, you know, whatever their name might be. And 9 times out of 10, it's it is the furthest thing from a little girl that it can possibly be. Just be careful.
guard lower. There is
fuck is that? What the actual fuck is that thing? That thing looks like it's like, you know what it reminds me of? The Fresno Nightcrawler. Like, I don't know why. I know obviously it's moving with like that kind of like a different gait, like a almost like a great, like an ape on all fours. You know what I'm saying? How it kind of puts its arms out and then moves its legs over. But I don't know why it just made me think of like the weird ass like walking leg things that have just like a pair of legs with a head on them. And they called them the Fresno Nightcrawlers. I don't know why it just made me think of that, but it just what popped in my
I know it
mind.
might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just
What
build
the
off
fuck?
of those people. Was that a ghost? You never really know. So I
Walking
say
around
you
like
just
this,
build
like-
off of those people. Was that a ghost?
Why are you even saying that to me?
Nobody can.
Nobody can.
We can't die like you. You're a priest, can't stop us.
Yeah, the priest can't stop us. What's happening here? Do you understand?
We have one master.
We have one master.
Okay.
So do I, my friend.
Satan is master.
Satan is master.
Frickin' demons taking over Alexa. I was only worried about
Your
spyware.
God can't help you.
Your God can't help you. He's helping.
No power.
No power.
Right.
Teehee. Teehee. Teehee.
This is some freaky
Stop
shit.
laughing.
Teehee. Teehee.
Don't let them get to you, man.
Ghosts and...
How many fingers am I holding up, Spirit? Tell me how many fingers I'm holding up. If you're intelligent. Okay. What's my name?
2.
That was the number of fingers. Are you talking about the fingers I was holding up, Spirit? Did bad things happen to people in this bathroom?
In you?
In me? You can't come in me. We rebuke any of that.
What's the difference between a ghost?
There are actually no such thing as ghosts.
Ghosts.
Reverend Larson's.
Some scary photos were posted to the paranormal subreddit, the first of which we see a horrific demon thing peeking at the camera from behind this door crevice.
Hell
and the
fucking
further
no.
we zoom in, we'll begin to see even more detail forming in the eye of this entity.
Damn
A
eye
few
looks
of the
like the nun.
commenters on this Reddit page seem to indicate that they too believe that this is, in fact, an actual demon. Something that the original poster does not know, but also does not refute. The username of said Redditor being OK-Cryptographer2175. And in this photo here, we see what appears to be a large white foggy mass in the shape of a human. The Redditor admits to living alone and also to having no explanation on what could be happening in these photos, other than making it known that weird things have been happening in his apartment for quite some time. So, what do you think about those pictures? Are they legitimate? Is
Interesting.
there an actual demon-looking thing peeking behind that door, or is it maybe just a guy in makeup trying to be freaky looking for the camera? Either way,
Hard to tell from a picture,
it
man.
is pretty freaky, I'll give him that.
Yep.
So, let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yep,
Thanks.
crazy. This is Ghost
Following
Hauntings of Ohio.
investigations, We typically get a few hours of sleep in a nearby hotel, but occasionally we will actually spend the night inside the location. After just 30 minutes from when Jack fell asleep following our last session, something comes over him in his sleep which resulted in him having an extreme night terror. I ran over to him to try and calm him down, but it only resulted in him kicking me and screaming even more. We left our security system recording throughout the night, and our hallway camera, which is placed one floor below us, was able to capture the audio of the incident. Needless.
Okay, so in the comments, it kind of goes a little bit more in depth about what happened. Apparently, the guy that was sleeping, he said, I was sleeping. I don't remember much. I do remember hearing the echo of my scream after I realized Kyle, the narrator on the video, was on top of me trying to calm me down. Apparently, I was kicking and fighting back, telling him to get off of me, which you can hear in the video, all of which I don't have any recollection of. Said this has never happened before, sleeping after an investigation, but it was the first time we slept at the location after a scary night. Yep. I mean, it hits different when you stay on location versus, I mean, even going back to a hotel or whatnot after an investigation can still have you having some pretty messed up dreams and shit, but on location is a whole nother animal.
To say I wasn't able to sleep the rest of the night.
All right, I think that'll do it for me here today. Much longer, and I might be waking up kicking and screaming in the middle of the night just like the other Kyle, who knows. But anyway, thank you all again for joining me here. Greatly appreciate all of you that watch the videos, everybody that leaves a like, everybody that leaves a comment, and definitely anybody that subscribes to the channel so that I can continue to do this. And hopefully y'all let me know if there's anything more you want to see or any tips and tricks that you can provide that would make it a better experience for all of us. All right, so on that note, I will leave y'all until next time. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend. Peace.
Static on the screen, something in between, cold breath, one spark, you're watching with the cage in the dark.